Hello, welcome to Junkyard Hack. What we're going to do this week is we're going to test a product out, so you can understand me. I'm going to test a product out that I've been wanting to test for a while now, and the name of that product is PURR Tune-Up. Now, Dalton Summit from Pole Barn Garage, go ahead and check his channel out. He's the one who turned me on to this product, and he says that it's pretty much the best thing since Marvel Mystery Oil. That's it. Anyway, even better than that. So he uses it in all types of situations. I'll read the instructions on it when we go to use it. What we're going to do is we're going to take it and put it a little bit in the crankcase of the Biscayne. I guess half of it or more than half of it in a crankcase, and a little bit we're going to run down the carburetor to try to free up some sticky valves or lifters or what have you in his car. So we're going to give it a shot and see how it works. So follow along. Okay, you know what time it is just by looking at some of that stuff right there. There you go. And that right there. Time to give the Biscayne an oil change. And sorry about the hand in the way. Let's try the other way here. Oh, we're going to read the directions here on this and try to use some of this to let the engine eat on this before we give it a change. In other words, we're going to give it a flush. Okay. PURR Tune-Up. Let's see. It says crankcase, wait 5 minutes before starting engine. Freeze hydraulic valve lifters in 20 minutes, stops front and rear main seal. Leaks in 20 minutes, stops valve stem. Seal leaks in 20 minutes, motor flush. PURR Tune-Up will remove harmful varnish gum, carbon sludge deposits from PVC systems, lifters, pistons, piston rings, and cylinder walls in 20 minutes while with vehicle idling. Change oil after using tune-up in crankcase. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the product at PURR in the crankcase and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we're going to start her up and let her run for idle for about 20 minutes. So let's get to it. Okay, this engine here, as you well know, is a junkyard engine. Don't know the condition of it, other than the fact that I put a camshaft and lifters in it because it had one or two wiped out lifters and cam lobes, corresponding cam lobes. And even though you're supposed to rebuild them after that, I didn't rebuild it. I just sent it after I did that. So I'm sure it's not in the greatest condition. It had a lot of sludge inside of it, so it was not a very well cared for engine, but it runs. It's just like any other Chevy small block. It starts up all the time and runs. Strong engine, as in it'll take this car, this big booty Judy of a Biscayne, down the road, and it's got a lot of oomph to it, but that's probably because of the gearing in it. It's got 355 rear end gears, so I'm sure that has a little bit to do with it. But anyway, let's give her 20 minutes from this point. It'll be 20 minutes for me. It'll be like 1 second for you. So, be right back. Okay, it's been at least 5 minutes, probably more like 9 minutes. We're going to give this car a start and let her idle for 20 minutes. Starts right up. Can't complain about that. All right, well, let's check the engine out. Yeah, I can smell that PURR in there. Got a strong smell. Doesn't smell like your normal snake oil that you put in the engines. It's got a real strong, best way I could describe it is airplane glue smell. Now, everything seems to be running okay, so let's give her 20 minutes. Come back in 20 minutes. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, and temperature at idle is a little over 200. Not real happy about that. I would rather it be about 180. I got a 160 degree thermostat in there, so it shouldn't be any more than 180. And it's not that, about 65 degrees out. So I'm not real happy about that, but I'll address that later. Probably a lot of garbage in the motor. Like I said, junkyard engine, probably full of shit and everything. So that also has to be flushed out. That's another time. But anyway, let's get this thing stopped and dump the oil. So we're done for now. All right, let's get the oil dumped. Okay, let's use the old Chinese socket set to get the oil out. I got the filter off, and I was surprised because I looked at the cross-reference, or the listing for this engine, or what I thought was this engine, and it said an S5 because all they had available was oh man, that's bad black. That's black and thin. Ooh, I can smell it too in there. Anyway, they had S5 for this Chevy small block. I said Chevy small block, and they said S5 for an STP oil filter. But the S5, I'm sorry, my mistake, S8. The S8 was not the right one. It did not fit. The gasket is too narrow, or too small. It does not fit around the outside circumference of the filter. The S8, or correction, S5 is the correct one on this for STP. But the last filter I got, I ordered it online because I can't get it at my parts store. There's no O'Reilly's around here. The only thing we have is AutoZone and Advance, and they suck. So I got a Wix last time, but this time all I could get was a the only thing I could get that would fit was a STP oil filter, and so that's what we're going to go with. Anyway, let's let this drain, and let me tighten that oil filter up. Okay, she's still dripping. After about 10 minutes, it's still dripping. I'm going to give it another 20 minutes to completely empty out. There's probably about a pint left in there dripping, maybe half a pint, but I'm going to get a chance to get it all out until it pretty much stops dripping. So let's get back, and we'll be back shortly. Let's use our favorite cheap oil, Shell Rotella 1540. And of course, since it's a flat tappet cam, I'm going to add some zinc to it. This guy has zinc in it, but it's not the right kind of zinc, or it's not enough zinc or whatever. So we, just to be on the safe side, we're going to throw in some of this ZDTP additive. So let's get to doing that. Everybody else has seen how to pour oil in, so not a big deal with that. Okay, the fresh oil in there. Let's see if you can see it with the keys there. There you go. It's idling about 25 psi. Before it would idle about 20 psi. We got a 5 psi bump, but that's probably just from the fresh oil. And still got a little engine noise in there, a little upper cylinder clacking going on, but seems quieter to me. I don't know how you're hearing it on audio, but it seems quieter to me. I'm not, maybe I'm my imagination, I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but $25 a bottle, about. I got lucky because I got 3 of them for $53 on eBay. I think it's worth giving it a shot, so we're going to go with that, and we'll try it in the Galaxy next. And it's also supposed to be good for transmissions too, if you have some transmission issues, and just read the directions on the bottle. I'd recommend it, give it a shot. Like I said, Dalton from Pole Barn Garage uses this. He's you check his channel out, he's been in and out of a lot of different engines. He likes Pontiacs, but he's worked with Chevys, Fords, not too many Mopars, but he's done a few Mopars. But this guy's done a lot of engines. You know, he's rebuilt engines, partially rebuilt engines, so he knows what he's talking about if he's swearing by this product. I'm not sure whether they sponsor him or not, doesn't matter. Pretty straight up guy, trust him. If he says he's going to recommend a product, it's probably going to be pretty good. Anyway, that concludes this episode. I'm Junkyard Hack. Oil change is done. We're going to back her down off the ramps, and that's it for now. The mess of other problems we got to address with this beast, but that's for another day, another time, especially when we got more money. Anyway, see you later. Enjoy the weather outside. Get on them projects, get them done, have fun. Later.